Evening all, Remarks here, back again with another video, back again with another Oculus Go and Gear VR video. So this week we have 16, yes 16 new releases for your Oculus Go. 10 of them are on the Gear VR as well, and we're going to check them all out. We've got 10 paid ones, so they want your money straight up. We've got 6 free, and one of those free ones does want some money if you want to kind of unlock more of it. So we're going to have a quick look at all of them. I'm going to give you my kind of quick opinion on them so you can know whether to spend any time, effort or money on them. And what I will do, I'll put jump links down below so you can jump between the different games and apps. If you only want to look at a few, you can do. Saves you kind of watching all of them. There are 16, so it's probably going to take us a little while to get through them all. But before we crack on, quick shout out to VR. VR are sponsoring this video again. If you don't know what VR.tv is, it's an app that you can get on your Oculus Go which gives you a ton of 360 and VR 180 video content to enjoy. So a lot of it is uploaded by people like you and I, so we can upload our own content to it and then view it on our headsets. And it also has a ton of sort of premium content that they're adding to it as well. So I've been using VR for a long time. It is genuinely and honestly an app that I do use and I do like using. So please do check it out to help support the channel. But there is some paid content on there. But if you do want to check out some free content, I've uploaded some of my own videos on there, some of my VR 180 ones. And they're 3D VR 180, so you can touch stuff, you can be licked by a cow, and see some aeroplanes and some other stuff. So if you want to check those out, please do. So search for Remarkus on the VR.tv app. But if you want a paid release, they've just added Lucid, which is a paid app for $2. It's almost 18 minutes long, and it's quite a sweet and kind of sad 360 VR 3D video, animated, so sort of cartoony kind of graphics, sort of CGI stuff. And it's kind of a sad story about a daughter who uses a form of sort of futuristic VR headset to enter the subconscious comatose mind of her mother, and kind of, you know, what sort of experiences they go through to do it. So the mother is actually sort of an author, so she's written loads of books. So you can imagine her mind is a little bit crazy. There are some mad things in there. And it's just that story of the daughter trying to connect with her mother. And it is pretty good. The quality of it is pretty impressive. Very smart looking 360 VR sort of 3D video. So things do pop out. Apart from a couple of swear words, so bear that in mind, it's pretty cool. So absolutely one to check out. And they have given me 5 copies of Lucid to give away to you guys. So if you fancy watching Lucid, all you need to do is watch any content on the VR app, leave a review of that content on Twitter, Facebook, Reddit, Instagram, wherever you find VR. Make sure you tag them, make sure you tag me, and then in a few days we'll pick 5 people and we'll get that content enabled for you so you can watch it for free. But if you do want to pay for it in the meantime, $2, it's worth it. So thanks again VR for sponsoring this channel, but let's check out this week's 16 new releases. So first up, do you fancy some skiing? Well, how about fancy skiing? So for $5 or £4, you can get this game. You've got a guidance mode, which is kind of like your tutorial, bit like what's on the side here. You've got classic mode, which is almost like endless runner mode and keeps going through. And then you've got sort of level selects here. I've done the first couple, or tried to do the first couple. Let's click on it. You get your sticks like this. And what you need to do is complete these challenges, and you literally ski. Like, you have to kind of pull the sticks down to move forward. The faster you do it, the faster you move. Oh, this is too fast. And then to turn, oh, I just got stuck. Oh, got attacked by a bird. You have to tilt your head as if you were sort of leaning left and right. And you can touch the trigger to jump. But it's an interesting app. I don't know whether it's worth. I don't think it's worth the money. I don't think it's worth the £5, but I definitely want to kind of keep an eye out for a deal. Oh, and I just hit the wall there of the cave before you got into it. So you've got to collect the stars. As I say, there are sort of things to try and unlock. Well, not unlock. Sort of stars. Well, more levels to unlock, I guess. There you go. The wind's blowing us. Thankfully, it is all kind of straightforward. Wow! Look at this jump. Oh, what did I hit? I just hit something invisible in the sky. But overall, I mean, it's not bad. It controls okay. It controls pretty sort of sort of as you kind of expect, no kind of control issues. And we're going to get to the end, and dush gone, dush gone, dush done. Fancy skiing done. So, and I got 3 stars on level 2. Yeah, baby. So, does it get a thumbs up? It does, but I think it's better value if it was on sale. So if it was half the price, absolutely get it. When it's at full price, it's up to you whether you fancy skiing. But what you saw there is pretty much all the game. They're just longer levels, the same sort of stuff. Next up we have Victar VR. We can continue without an ID. I think if you register your details on the website, you can log in with it and it can remember all your details. But the idea behind this app, which is free, is to kind of give you an insight into different jobs that you might be interested in. And they pretty much cover kind of everything you can kind of imagine. They give you kind of like a personality test to kind of determine which animal you are. We click this, we get Victor, who is a virtual robot. It stands for something, Victor does. And then they kind of give you an idea of different roles, different jobs, what's involved. And it's kind of interesting. I mean, for free, I would definitely say give it a go, download it, check it out, and let me know in the comments down below, what job does it say you're suitable for? And what animal are you? I think I was the tawny owl. There was something only like 2% of people in the UK were a tawny owl. But you end up with sort of, starting here, you've got Victor chatting away. Victor sounds female, but who am I to judge? If you want to be female Victor, you be female. Start, we can do that. And as I say, then we run through sort of various tests. I wonder if I can kind of skip through things because we're doing it. I think actually I can choose my animal. So you can sort of see around, we've got sort of star constellations for different animals. I already know my animal. My animal is the tawny owl. No, not barn owl. Where's the tawny owl? There he is. I am a tawny owl. It says that I'm... oh, here we go. Look, here we go. My sectors are digital and computing, science, engineering, manufacturing, surveying, electronics, and photography. My strengths are I follow plans and rules. I'm imaginative and creative, inventor, logical, love to learn, and problem solver. Which, to be fair, does kind of sum me up. You can jump on and then kind of choose different roles that things that are kind of apply to you, sort of thing. So applying the imagination is this sort of stuff. She's chatting away at the same time, going through this entire stuff. It looks quite smart. It's quite a smart looking app. And then it kind of comes up with all the sort of creative jobs. Beauty therapy. I could be a beauty therapist. Why not? Hairdresser. You know, given my hairstyle, I probably could do that. But maybe actually I think the ones with the tawny owl on them are maybe sort of actually more specific to me. So music, makeup, and computing and IT. I'm not sure about makeup, computing and IT. So you can click on them, get more information. If you feel that's for you, you can jump to the end. Virtual reality. There we go. Look at that, look at that. It was all perfect for me, look. And we can click through. And I just want to be a VR specialist kind of thing. Ooh, I'd like that money. 42 grand. Yes, thank you very much. And you can, if you're logged in, you can get your code, click you finished, and you get all sorts of information emailed to you as well. So, interesting app to take a look at. It's free, why not? Yeah. Next up, we have one that technically I've reviewed before, which is Shennong Taste of Illusion, which is a 360 3D kind of Pixar looking video, sort of premium sort of content video. You can download it or stream it. I find streaming for me is fine. If I click play, interestingly enough, this clearly shows as being a Vir.tv video that's been playing. So if we press pause, we can see it's about 10 minutes long. So for £2.29 or $3, €3, you can get this. It technically is cheaper. If you go into the Vir TV app and buy it there, it's $2.50. So you save yourself 50 cents. But it is actually pretty good. So it's quite a cute little story, and definitely one that you can use with kids. Kids will love this. And basically, this character here, he eats something that he shouldn't have, and then has hallucinations, shall we say. And if we kind of jump forward, let's jump forward into the middle, see what it looks like, so you can have a little look. Can we jump forward there? Here we go. And as you can see, the style has changed. There's Shennong again. If you find that the video is kind of out of skew width. Kind of click your button and then click onto this little icon here. Put it level, and then click on it again, and it should sort of center it a little bit more for you. Let's try and find something so it looks a bit more sort of visually impressive. Oh, here we go. So here we go. This is all in 3D, 360. Very cool, but as I say, I have covered this before, and it does get a thumbs up. It does get a recommendation. It's a very cool 360 3D animated movie, technically. I say 10 minutes long, but it's actually quite fun to watch, and one that kids will love as well. So thumbs up. Next up we have Reflekt VR, which is free. It's essentially Pong in VR, and it's only multiplayer, so you have to play online. You get this kind of oblong in front here. You click start game on the left here, and so far all I've ever played against is just a static block on the other team. So I don't know how multiplayer works. I don't know whether we just have to wait for people to happen to be online at the same time playing, but you end up playing against no one, which is a bit of a shame. But it's free, so that's not bad. But if we can get some games going on this, it would probably be a lot better. But as it stands at the moment, because there's no kind of way of obviously teaming up against people, you end up kind of just playing against this static, I guess, AI, or an AI that's waiting for a player to join. But that's all I've experienced. But it's free, so I can't really complain too much. I'm not going to give it a thumbs down because I think it's a little bit unfair. But it's going to get a meh, because I'll be interested to know down below if you guys have managed to play a game against somebody else. But it is multiplayer only and online, so meh. Next up we have another free app, which is around Egypt. So it gives us a few pages of sort of key tourist spots in Egypt, and we can jump to them and have a little look at some 360 photos. They are kind of cool. You've got to wait for them to kind of load. So they do load in, and then you've got to kind of wait a second for them to load in. But there are the pyramids. You can see that the city is very close to the pyramids. And there are a lot of cars that drive around here. Look at all these tyre tracks. But the quality is quite nice. You do get some nice quality sort of images from this sort of thing. You've got to wait, as I say, for a little second for them to load in. But the overall quality is quite nice. And if you're planning a trip to Egypt, this is a nice free app to give a go. So thumbs up for me. Why not have a little look? Check it out. Next up we have Stardust VR, which I actually did a dedicated video on yesterday. So if you hadn't seen that, go check that out. It's about 20 minutes of me playing with Graphics Monkey, who is at the top of the leaderboard here. And we play together. So you can play on your own, single player. Space War is like you just sort of shooting targets as they come. It's a little bit like Space Invaders with a bit of sort of chilled out music and sort of an end boss. You can just, there you go. So you get yourself this fancy gun, and then you shoot the sort of bats and bugs and stuff that come in towards you. Where are they? You going to show me some? Go on, send some. There you go, over there, look. So you can press the trigger as fast as you want. So when you shoot them, they split into 4, and then you've got to shoot all 4 of them. There we go, there we go. And they shoot at you. There's power-ups like shields and vortexes and... Oh, I missed him. Oh, he just shot me. You've got to basically keep going until you lose all your health. It's a fun little game. There is a multiplayer mode. So the multiplayer mode that we played yesterday, it had a bug and it didn't work properly, but that has now been fixed. So if we go back to the main menu, you can actually choose a multiplayer mode, which is a bit of an RTS game to it. So the same sort of shooting thing happens. So if we play a game, I'll play single player just for the sake of it. Choose Floating Island Normal. This mode is the same sort of shooting, but you've got to use dragons to collect eggs, to hatch plants, to send bugs against your enemy team. So on the back there is an enemy player who's an AI at the moment, who's we'll skip all this. Who's doing the same sort of thing here. So we pick up an egg here, we unlock this. Oh, I've got to unlock this first. Can I unlock it? There we go. There we go. And then we pick up an egg. Put the egg in it when it hatches. That eventually will hatch a dragon for us. and then we'll open that flower to pop that in, and that'll spawn a creature like one of these. Oh, there's a thing with money in there. See that in the background? And the idea is to kind of outspawn monsters. Here we go. There's a little cute little dragon who's now going to go off and get some eggs for us, so we can now do some new stuff. So basically, you've got to kind of defend yourself while at the same time spawning creatures to try and knock the enemy's health bar down to 0, which is a fun idea. There was an in-game voice chat, which I think it does need, but you can join a party and play against each other that way in chat, and that's what me and Graphics Monkey did yesterday. So if you want to see more about this game, check out that video, but overall for the money it's $5. Gets a thumbs up, it's fun. I think now they've fixed the multiplayer, it definitely gets a thumbs up. Next up we have the Polynesian Center app, which kind of gives you a little bit of an overview of these kind of locations if you wanted to fancy going on holiday. So first off, this little cursor follows your gaze and it's kind of addictive. It's got a tail. I like kind of wafting it around. But you can basically kind of stream or download the videos. I would say if you can and you're seriously interested in going to these sort of places, do download the videos. They are a little bit better quality. They are massively better quality, but they are 360 3D videos. So this guy here with his fire, you can almost feel the heat. You still get, annoyingly, still get the cursor on your screen, which is a bit weird. But these guys are dancing, and they've got fire as well. But if you're interested in this sort of thing, you're tempted at going to these sort of places, we can go back. Most of it's gaze controlled. I don't think actually the control is used for anything. But if you're going to Tonga, Huki, Tahiti, Hawaii, Fiji, Owateria, Samoa, and Alilula or something, check it out. Why not? It's a fun, free app, and with some catchy music. Thumbs up. Next up we have Dark Legend. You can choose hard, hell, or normal. We're going to keep it on normal. New game. I won't continue. We get this wall of text. The ancient dark forces have awakened. It's basically kind of a first-person shooter with reasonable graphics, but you're kind of on rails, so you literally kind of shoot from point to point as it moves you room to room, and you're being attacked by zombies and creatures and vampires and all sorts of other weird stuff. But we'll jump in, we'll show you sort of some of the levels. I didn't play through all of it, I didn't manage to get to the end or anything like that. But what is it? It's $3. I think overall it's not bad value for money. There are maybe some better titles out there, definitely sort of Drop Dead and things like that are probably a little bit better value for money. But it doesn't look too bad. So you've got your gun here, we've got an AK-47. You swipe on your controller to bring up additional things. This cross kind of attacks a single enemy, and you can pick up additional guns. So swipe, swipe, let's go, bosh, trigger to shoot, slide for next weapon. We know. Let's go, let's go. What I would say is swap back to your AK-47 for clicking on anything, because if you shoot a bullet, you don't waste anything, you get infinite. And you click on the touchpad to kind of reload. So you can fire as fast as you can press the button. And as you see, the arrow on the floor, you click it to move forward. At a very slow pace, mind. But I did get overwhelmed at one level, so the enemies came at me thick and fast. I end up getting swarmed, and I end up dying. But you can shoot the heads, some of them run, some of them walk. Very loud shooty shooty bang bang. There's a power up over there. There we go, I've got a different gun. It shoots stronger but slower. And there is sound around, but for the most part, I'm not sure that it's... just too close, too fast. To be fair, for the most part, stick with the AK-47. Oh, where are you coming from? I'd say it's not a bad value for money game. There we go, let's shoot that to carry on. Reload as we walk. You can walk full 360, or turn 360 even. Most of the action happens in your 180 degree field of view. So at one point it does kind of skew to the right a little bit. Oh, we got hit, we're in trouble. Oh no, she's coming. And off with her head. So overall, it's not bad. I mean, for the money, couple of quid, $3. It's not bad. It's a little bit of fun, a little bit of a distraction. I guess it depends on how much you value your time and money. But I think for me, overall, it gets a thumbs up. There's nothing wrong with it. It works. Being on rails isn't ideal, but yeah, thumbs up. Next up, we have Skyfighter Survive, which this one I would probably recommend standing up and playing. When I played this first, I did struggle to play, and when I stood up, I managed to fly through it quite easily, although the levels do get really hard, really fast. But overall, the game looks pretty smart. It's a kind of wave-based shooter game, so we seem to have a few of those at the moment. You see I've done a few levels here. You can type in your name. They've got leaderboards which don't seem to change even though I'm on there. So if you choose level 1 and choose play, you can unlock armor and additional stuff by completing the levels and getting the stars. You see armor upgrades at 12 stars, 6 stars, 9 stars. I've got all the stars in this level, so you end up with a gun. Where's my gun? Do I not have a gun? I thought I usually have a gun. Oh, there you go. So there's a robot coming through there. You can just hold the button. This sort of panel here is like a shield. You do end up with like arrows here, and I find with the future levels, they don't really help you too much in knowing where stuff is. They seem to be sort of a bit back to front. So full 360, he just shot me there. Oh, blocked it. He's up there. Oh, blocked it. Oh, no, I didn't block it. So you try and block it with your shield if you have to. But it gets a bit sort of manic, and I don't know where he is. Oh, I blocked you. I blocked you. So that's kind of what it is, essentially. It's a wave shooter. He's going to shoot me. Come on. I mean, it works okay. I wouldn't say it's particularly great value for money. Oh, I'm getting destroyed. I think trying to talk and play, and I've lost. So it's essentially... God, that beeping is loud. It's essentially... Okay, alright, I know I lost. Enemies coming, alright. Let's press back to go back to the main menu. But that's essentially the game in a nutshell. Is it worth $4.99? I'm going to give it a bit of a meh to a thumbs up. I think this is one of those games that looks good, plays pretty solid, no real reason to dislike it, but I don't know, it was a little bit hard, there's a little bit shallow, I guess, because it's just shooting and kind of defending and that's it. No multiplayer, no nothing else. But probably a perfect one to pick up on a sale. So when it's half price, absolutely pick it up. So now we have... Kafka band, People Get Lost. So this, I think this, correct me if I'm wrong, a German band, and this is a music virtual reality experience. So this is kind of almost their music video in 360 VR. And I'm going to turn the volume down a second, because if this suddenly goes quiet, that's because I've been caught for copyright and I've cut this bit of sound out. But overall, this crashed for me. It's mostly in German. Some of the words are in English. As I say, it crashed halfway through when I first tried and play it, and you kind of, once this kind of kicks off, you get sort of a gun, you shoot letters out of it, and that's kind of the extent of the interactivity. So let's turn the music up. And he's chatting away with a weirdly sized head that's kind of cardboard cutout moving with a CGI body. There's nothing else around. He's kind of some sort of angel, maybe. As I say, you've got some sort of Facebook fist here. I'm not sure if that's intentional, that they used a Facebook fist. It looks like the Facebook thumbs up, but just a fist. Roar. Go on. Oh, here we go. Oh, now I've got the gun. Boo, 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 boo. And now it's the music video, and more of him appear on different bodies while I shoot random letters in slow motion into the sky. I don't know, it's free. If you're German, I'm sure it'd be absolutely amazing. There is some English in here. Hey, well, actually, the song seems to be actually completely in English. Oh, it is. So I don't know. It gets a bit of a meh. As I say, it did crash on me earlier when I was playing it earlier, or playing it. It did crash on me, so it gets a bit of a meh. But if you're kind of into this, you're into this band, you want to kind of see a VR music video, here it is. It's not too exciting, but it's an interesting concept, and it's great, I guess, to see people trying this sort of thing. Next up, we have the pleasantly named title, a 5-day tour of the morgue. So this is kind of what, Five Nights at Freddy, Hello Neighbor-ish type thing. So you use your touchpad up and down to click start, and you kind of need full 360 turn around. So there's no turn on the spot. You have this woman constantly crying in your ear, which is a bit annoying, but I think that's my character. I think I'm that woman that's crying. Internally, I'm a crying woman. But on the outside, I'm a zombie hiding from machine. Oh, day 2? Oh, have I gone back because I've completed day 1 by mistake? Or oh, I'm starting in the morgue this time. So look, you can hear the woman crying. You click your touchpad, I think. Oh no, where's my torch gone? Oh, I've lost my torch. So you use your touchpad to kind of move around. Can I get out? No. Dead bodies everywhere. You've essentially got to kind of like hide behind these curtain walls. What do I need to find in here to be able to get out? What's over here? Can I get... Oh, did I get something? Oh, Jesus Christ! Okay, that actually scared me. That actually made me jump. So, I was going to say this is pretty poor and not very good, but it made me jump. So, it's going to get a thumbs up. Next up, we have Space Kidnappers, which is another wave-based shooter game. So, you start off with a laser gun. You've got a little alien friend over here that we've got to protect. You have single match and party mode to choose from. And I'll be honest, I can't tell the difference because single match is just you shooting the aliens and party mode seems to do exactly the same sort of thing. But let's do a single match anyway. We've got a leaderboard. I'm second. There's not many people trying this, obviously. Start game. And what you essentially get is an alien spaceship appear. They start sucking our little friend up, trying to capture him. And you've got to destroy all the other things around it, all the other little spaceships, before he sucks up the little alien and takes him away. Where's the other one? Is it glitched? Oh, I need to shoot him. Oh, I forgot. Once you kill all the little sort of spaceships, his shield turns off and then you just need to shoot him to end the level. I actually forgot that then. So there we go, there's a guy over here. Bosh bosh. You can actually shoot the missiles and stuff that come out towards you. Oh, here's another one over it. Come over it. Oh, where's he gone? Got him. There we go. Yay, little man. Try to shoot you. No, I can't shoot you. And this is essentially it. You get faster and faster waves, more ships to shoot. Is it worth $5? £4? No. I think this would be fun, a bit like Stardust VR. If it had multiplayer, you could play with a second person, they can help you. That would be quite good fun. But I think it's another one of those games and apps that we've got this week where if it was on sale, 30, 40, 50% off, absolutely grab a copy. But as it stands at the moment, it's okay. There's nothing wrong with it, but it gets a bit of a meh because there's not a whole lot to it. Next up we have Speed Racer, which is £2.29 or $3, and it's a pile of poo. Let's click random game because it doesn't really matter what we do. But you end up with this kind of cel shaded car here, non-cel shaded car racing against you, and you use your touchpad to kind of steer. So literally you kind of tap on the touchpad to go forward and then kind of move it left and right to kind of steer yourself down 3 different tracks that are very dull. Not very much happens. It doesn't look very good. You pull the trigger to bring the time up and down, like this position. But if I've got to do 3 laps of this track, the car sounds themselves as well. They keep like changing. Oh god, I'm crashing all over the place here. They change as well. They don't seem to like be like attached to what the car's doing. they tend to be like about 30 seconds of one car noise, and then it just switches to another one. The draw distance isn't very good. It's about 3 foot in front of the car. Actually, it's not even 3 foot in front of the car. This is pretty much it. There's a few cars to choose from. It's really dull. Oh, and now I can see through the world. Yeah, absolutely defo thumbs down. Avoid this one. I'm just going to give up. Next up, we definitely have one of this week's better releases. It looks pretty smart, pretty sharp, controls pretty well, and I'll be interested to play some multiplayer, which I haven't managed to find in a multiplayer game yet. So you use your touchpad to kind of move your ship, your mech, left and right. Oh, this is called MechZ as well, or MechZ. We speak the Queen's English, but I'm going to go with MechZ because that probably sounds better. But we basically use the touchpad to kind of move around. You use your trigger to shoot. Whichever way you start shooting, it locks onto that target, so you can kind of move around. You can die, droid. You can turn if you keep turning. So if you keep turning your controller, you spin all the way around, which works quite well. So you kind of aim and keep turning to turn around. If you press the back button, you go into pilot mode, so you end up kind of controlling what's in here. So you click continue. We can choose this one. We're going to do my save that I've already tried. You can do 50 different missions, which is basically you against AI, or you can do online. There is a radio tuner, so there's music here you can play with. I'm not going to play any, but there's loads of different radio stations and shoutcast and all sorts of stuff you can play on here. So if you want some music while you're playing, there's a good selection there. There literally is hundreds, if not thousands, of tracks to choose from, and obviously all kind of streamed. I assume from shoutcast, that must be the service provider. But let's try and play an online game, shall we? So it's waiting just to log in. Play a public game, searching. Let's do the city, because the tech lab pretty much looks like this. Let's do the city, nice large one. Let's try and do a team play if we can, and play. See if we end up getting a game. I don't know if there's voice chat with other players, because as I say, I've not managed to grab a game with anybody else. But we'll see. But so far it controls pretty smart, and playing against AI is quite good fun. So if we can get some games together on this, I'm not sure how many you play in a multiplayer game, but it looks and plays pretty well. So let's just let it load up. Please wait. Now loading city level online team play. I don't know if it's trying to find players while we're waiting here, or just loading the level. I think when I played before, just in a team game, deathmatch. So you can sort of see we're in a mech. It looks pretty cool. We've got big ass guns on the side. We touch the front of the touchpad to move forward, left and right to kind of strafe. We can lock onto things and blow them up. We can blow up this lamppost. We can blow up this building, because you see historical, the little health bars going down. That's kind of cool. And as I say, it controls pretty well. And interestingly enough, in the future, it looks like everyone drives Formula 1 cars or crazy sports cars. One more turn in, there we go. Or this crazy truck. Little Formula 1 cars or Bigfoot trucks, or what are they called? What can I turn? What's going on here? Oh, it's because I'm not turning. So you can kind of, so as you can see, you can kind of like shoot and then keep moving, and it kind of locks onto the place that you're shooting, which helps. So I'll be very keen to play some multiplayer on this. I know I've said I'm going to play some Tesoro, which I am going to play at the weekend, but we're going to play maybe a little bit of this after that. So if you haven't got this already, pick it up, and maybe we'll get in some games and we'll try some multiplayer. Some multiplayer MechZ. Let's shoot down this giant building, shall we? Can we do that? Oh, that's not the entire building. Hey, it's quite fun just shooting down buildings, to be fair. 4 minutes remaining. As I say, it looks really good. And I think this is the sort of thing that, if kind of like Quest games kind of look like this, like internally at least, this mech even looks really smart. I'll be kind of really impressed. The levels themselves could be a little bit more interesting. The internal, there's two maps. The one that's inside the kind of level itself looks probably a little bit nicer because it's a bit more contained. But this looks pretty smart. Let's turn around, go over there. I feel like I'm in mech, and at any point you can press back and turn to menu mode.
Pilot mode.
And press back again to go back into pilot mode. So you can go menu mode, choose the menu items, press back again, back into controlling your mech. Pretty cool. So overall, I'm going to give this a thumbs up because I'm looking forward to playing some multiplayer on it. Because if that works, that's going to be awesome. But make sure you check back on my channel over the weekend, and so we'll see if we can get some games going. So yeah, thumbs up for now. Alright, next up we have Ancender. I believe it's by a French developer who's been making this, and it's kind of like your classic sort of scrolling shooter, space shooter type thing. I'm trying to think of an example, but you can essentially buy stuff, so the app is free, but there's in-app purchases which go up to £6 for the entire set of levels, but you can't play the other levels until you unlock the other levels, so yeah, you got to unlock them first anyway. So let's just choose. I can choose this ship. I can customize the ship a little bit, choose different paint and colours and stuff like that. We won't worry too much about that. We're going to go with some green lights, I think. Let's go with the Christmas tree ship. Why not? And then do we go back? And then choose a ship. Skip. We choose a different engine type. Oh, there we go. Different blaster. Easy, normal, hard. Let's just do normal, shall we? And to be fair, this is actually quite good fun. I enjoyed playing this when I was playing this earlier. So I think for free, it's absolutely worth picking up, giving it a go. You kind of literally just point with your controller to direct the ship where you want it to go. So away it goes. We launch ourselves out here into space. And then the kind of ship follows your pointer, and you just keep shooting with your trigger. So waves of enemy ships will appear. You shoot them. Some of them will release power-ups. Those power-ups you can store and use if you use your touchpad to launch bigger and better attacks. So like sort of smart bomby type stuff. And you've got to basically kind of avoid all the shots and the pink stuff and the orange stuff and the red stuff or whatever. And actually the other ships as well. I've seen you'll be hit by those. There you go, I've activated my special ability by pressing the touchpad. I was actually kind of sort of taken in by this. So look, here we go, we've got to shoot these little engines first to take out the shield. Oh, I just crashed into that. There we go, how he goes. Oh, I keep getting hit by stuff. This isn't very good. I actually kind of enjoy playing this. As I say, for free, I think it's good. Whether you want to spend money on it, I guess it's up to you, really. I think it gets a thumbs up because the free part of the game is absolutely worth checking out. But if you want to kind of spend the money on it yourself, you should kind of know, I guess, and how much enjoyment you get from it, from the free bit. You can decide whether you want to spend some money on it. So yeah, kind of a fun retro game. It's all 3D. It all looks quite smart. A lot of stuff going on. It gets very kind of hectic. Here we go. Let's use the special again before we go off. But there we go. Pick up all the power-ups. You do get boss ships and stuff to defeat. So yeah, thumbs up. Check it out, it's free. We're almost there, guys. We're almost at the end. This is title number 16 for this week. This is Rome Reborn, the Pantheon. We've seen a few of these over the last few months. They're kind of a series of apps that come out. They're all about the same sort of price. So this one's £4, $5, €5. And you basically kind of get like an interactive experience that takes you around lots of different Roman places and artifacts and kind of stuff. You can click the little map here, you can go to various different places, you can jump around. At any point you can click the little play bit and you get something giving you a little bit of commentary about whatever you're looking at. I mean, personally, I don't get a lot from this. It's not something that massively interests me, but at the same time, I do give them props for sort of giving this a go, for preserving and sort of showcasing Roman stuff in this format. It's great. So this one's quite good, actually. You get sort of flick between a modern day 360 photo, which looks okay, and then flicking back to the kind of pre-generated, pre-rendered even, 3D environment that they created. But I'm sure in previous ones of these, it's been 3D environments that you can teleport and walk around. This one you can't. Well, I can't see that you can. You literally teleport point to point and just go straight to them. You do. There's no kind of. Can I click on that one? There we go. There's no walking around or teleporting next to people. There's been ones where you've stood next to people over there, say for example, and they've been talking and been moving. But at the moment, everything's static. So it seems like a bit of a cheap one, this one. But I'm sure there's still a lot of effort that goes into it. So it doesn't get a recommendation from me. It gets a bit of a meh, because that's mainly because it doesn't appeal to me. But I think if it's you and you're into Rome and history and that sort of thing, it probably gets a thumbs up. So, there we go. There were the 16 different titles this week. Which ones stand out for me? Stardust was quite good. MechZ was quite good. Where else was there? I'm trying to think. There's a few other good ones, and I think it was an interesting week and a lot of titles. I don't know why there's 16 this week. It's a bit crazy. More for me than anyone else, because I've got to review them all. That's what I've been promising to do, and that's what I've been doing. So make sure you subscribe if you want to see me do these again in the future. But 16 titles. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about all of them. Once again, thank you to VR for sponsoring this video. I do appreciate your support, and I always appreciate your guys' support as well. As if you want to jump onto VR, at the very least, jump on, check out my videos that I've got on there, my VR 181s. Look for my name on there, search for Remarcus, and subscribe to me on there as well. That'd be great. I'll follow you back as well. I follow everyone back on VR who follows me. But thank you, VR, for sponsoring the channel. If you guys didn't know, I do have a Patreon, so if you do want to support the channel a little bit more, help me do more and more of these videos. It's going to be crazy over the next few months with Go and Quest stuff to cover. I would really appreciate it. The more money I can raise by you guys being generous and by people sponsoring my videos, the more videos I can do, because I don't have to do as much day job. So, and as I work for myself, that's a bonus, and that's easily done. So Patreon or PayPal details all down below. Join my Discord, join all my social media stuff, talk to me. I love kind of interacting with you guys. I answer all the comments down below, literally hundreds of comments every day. I'm answering, and I'm there and I'm trying to do them all. So please support me, and I appreciate any support, even if it's just liking, sharing, and sort of pass my videos around to help me get some views. But if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. That's fine. I'm big enough and ugly enough to take it. But do let me know in the comments down below why you didn't like it. I'll try and do better for next time. Become one of the Remarkables. Hit that subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified when the next uploaded video. And that's me done. I'm out. Have a virtual high five.